guys to Numel Spotlight Hour, which is just fantastic. No shiny tonight. This becomes a shiny during GoFest, which is in like what 3 weeks time or something like that. So yeah, that's a little bit disappointing that we're getting this just before Spotlight, just before Com Day, not Com Day. Oh my God, GoFest. Sorry guys, I'm still getting over being sick, so my head is a little bit stuffy and stuff like that still, and this needs to stop. Just why would you pause? What's going on? All right, stupid stream wouldn't pause for me, and it was just like, dude, just stop talking to me. I'm talking to myself here. So yeah, what's going on, guys? Like I said, I'm still getting over being sick. Like, I'm not sick anymore, but my head is still filled with like snot and crap like that. So I may still sound sick. I still feel, a little bit like, bleh. But other than that, I'm doing all good. Yeah. So troll hour. That's basically what I was saying about this. There is no shiny available, but in like 3 weeks time, during GoFest, it will be available. So why they decided to give us this now, I mean, it does have a Mega Evolution at some point, so they might be like, people will want the candy for Mega Evolution, but it's like, no. I don't think this is really going to be a very popular Mega Evolution when they do release it. How you going, Jordan? I'm doing good. Like I said, guys, I'm still just a little bit stuffy and that, getting over being sick, but it's been like a week, so I'm feeling better. I'm getting out and about. Start going for a walk, get this done. So yeah, we'll see what we do tonight. I mean, I'm happy to do PvP battles and stuff with you guys tonight, given that there's not going to be any shiny available, and it is double transfer candy. So if you guys do have a bunch of Pokemon that you want to transfer to get a whole bunch of candy, tonight is the night to do it. And yeah, I guess I'll just catch a few and see if we can come across a Hundo at some point, maybe, possibly. How you going, Arcade? Welcome in. Welcome. How you doing today, dude? Sorry that I missed your other one. Evil Niantic. Yes, Niantic is evil. For the next couple of weeks, we've got Magikarp next week, and then can't remember what the other one is, but there's two shinies back to back, and then the last one for the month is Pikipek, which is unfortunately another non-shiny, and also this month we're getting absolutely shafted for raids. We do have Mega Latios and Latias, but unfortunately we don't have like anything else. We've got all like the Tapus for the rest of the month. We've got Tapu Fini now. That started today, and yeah, we've got that for 2 weeks, and then for 2 weeks we've got all the Tapus, which is really going to kill raiding. Raid hours are going to be very, very, very slow for the next month, I wager. Can you get shiny? No, Aiden, as I was just saying, dude, unfortunately, we get shiny Numel during GoFest, which is in like 3 weeks' time. So they pulled this one on us just a little bit prematurely. I think maybe they should have waited until after GoFest to give us this one. It's not like we have a shortage of Pokemon that they can choose from, so it is what it is. We'll just go with it and see how we do. But anyway, how you doing, Aiden? Welcome in. All right, let's start walking. If anything, I get to get out and go for a walk. I haven't been out much over the last week because, like I said, I've been sick, so haven't really been out to get much exercise or anything. So this is like the first time that I've been out to do anything. So yeah, like I said, guys, if you guys want to do some PvP battles and stuff, I'm open to some battles and stuff. Make sure I don't walk into anything. Yeah, it's one of those spotlight hours, unfortunately. But we can still hang out, have some laughs. I do need to turn my pictures on so I can actually see what I'm doing. So,
yeah.
Actually, let's see. That will actually be worth doing. Do I have... Yes, I was going to say, hopefully I got my event box. I can jump in and do this raid. And hey, fingers crossed we'll actually get a shiny, because I do need a shiny one of these. So, just got my flashlight's going so I can see what I am doing. You never really enjoyed Spotlight Hours. The bonuses are good, but most of the Pokemon aren't worth the time. Yeah, I understand what you mean, because they don't boost the shiny odds or anything like that. I mean, they're fun to get out, like, just not so much during this time of year, because it's getting colder and all that sort of stuff. Like, it's actually been a really nice day today. It's clear sky at the moment, so it probably means that it's going to be, like, super cold once it does get a bit darker. But, yeah, in the summertime, I don't mind getting out. It's fun to, like, just get out for an hour and walk around, and if you get lucky, you get a shiny. I mean, it's good when they actually feature shinies that I do need, because it, it gives me a bit of incentive to get out, but for the most part, they're not. Or they're ones like this where there is no shiny available, so it's like, Niantic, why do you do this to us? But all of that is coming up in the vid, like I discuss stuff, I keep saying it, the video, I've been editing it, I've basically finished editing it, oh my god. I'll have it uploaded, hopefully, tomorrow. I just got to go through and add a few more stuff, add a bit of production value to it. So yeah, that'll be up for you guys tomorrow, and it's all about, the stuff that I think Niantic need to fix. Rinse and repeat events are just getting a bit boring, so they need to start, spicing things a little bit, mixing things up a little. Alright, let's see if we can get the shiny. I'll have to check to see how many of these I have actually done. It took me 30 raids to finally get my Rock Ruff, which I got the other day, or the other week sort of thing. It's like last week or the week before. Yeah, I'll have to check to see how many of these I've actually done. It's not that many. I think I've only done 15 of them, maybe. Be good if we could have raid hours for these types of things. I mean, they gave us the Megas raid hour last week. I mean, over the next couple of weeks, because it's going to be so boring with the Tapu Finis. Or the Tapu Finis, with the Tabus rather. Yeah, it'd be good if they actually gave us some raid hours with some of this stuff, like some of the desirable 3-star bosses and stuff like that. I think would be great. Can't wait for Go First. All of your Poké Coins are going and converted into raid passes. Nice. Yeah, it should be good. Like, I'm looking forward to day 1 more than day 2. Day 2, I don't know. I think it could have a little bit more effort put into the stuff that we're getting for it. It's more sort of based on raids and battles and all that sort of stuff, which is great. Like, it's an aspect of the game, but I think they put too much emphasis on it. Like, people are going to have to spend way too much money. The tickets are already sort of overpriced in a lot of parts of the world. So we're paying, $20+ depending on where you are, just to get access to the event. And then you got to pay on top of that just to get into all the raids and everything. Hey, Negan, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? We're about to do a shiny check to see if we can finally get our shiny dragon. Shiny Dragon Boy is no shiny Dragon Boy. Damn. Hey, Desmond, how you doing, man? I've been fortunately, like, just a head cold. Like, I did a COVID test and all that sort of stuff, and that came back negative, which was good. So yeah, just last week I've just been under the weather sort of thing, finally getting over it. So like I said, it might sound a little bit stuffy, but I've been good. But how you been, dude? Welcome to the stream. As you said, it's been a while. Let's see if this has actually got deep stats. Let's give it a Pornap. Some extra candies. And also, if it doesn't have decent stats, we can transfer it, because like I said, guys, tonight is double transfer candy. So tonight is a good night to go through your Pokemon storage and clear out some stuff for some extra candy if you're not really interested in Numel. Alright, this one is... it's actually half decent. I think I got better ones. I think my best one is like 98 or 96% actually. So Probably don't really need it. Oh my god. All the Numels just pop up around you and you're just like, oh. Audible sigh of just not wanting them at all. Glad to hear you're healthy. Been great here as well. Latias and Latias raids. For the shiny, did massive damage. Yeah. I didn't do so many of them. I raided back on Raid Hour last week on Wednesday. But like I said, because I've been sick for the last week, I didn't really get out other than Raid Hour to do a lot. So, and we didn't do too many just because of how tanky they are. We only ended up getting through like 5 or something like that during Raid Hour. I didn't end up getting a shiny. I do already have one of them shiny and a hundo of the other, so what they did do damage to me though is, yeah, what I should have brought my Go Plus with me just so I could have spun these stops, because my revives and my potions, oh my god, they got absolutely just destroyed. I lost so many. And like I said, all I did was Raid Hour basically, so I can't imagine how hard it was for people to keep up with all the revives and potions that they would have needed to get through, like, raiding it a lot. Hey Dean, how you doing, man? I'm good, man. Just getting over being sick, so getting back to it. Today's been like the first day really what I've been sort of up and about. I was feeling better yesterday and went out for dinner on Mother's Day on Sunday night, but yeah, tonight's like the first night where I've sort of been out and about doing stuff again, getting back into it. You revive at least 10 times. Yeah, exactly. Like, I would go through, like I said during Raid Hour the other week, or last week rather, at least 2 teams in every raid. So that was 12 revives I was hemorrhaging each raid at least. It was like 12 to 13 revives that I would have to use for each raid. And it was just like, my god, I've only got like 100 of each here. And by the end I had like 10 or 20 left of each. I was like, oh my god. It'd be nice if Niantic actually, you know, they knew that they were going to be hard bosses, so the rewards should have reflected that. We should have got a lot more revives and potions from the rewards after beating them, just to make up for it, because it's not like you can buy that stuff from the shops. And because you can't buy it from the shops, I mean, Pokeballs, you know, when you run out of Pokeballs, they're like, oh, just buy some. But, you know, once you run out of potions, it's like, well, what do I do now? I have to spend like 1 million gems just to pick up 5 potions. Yeah, it looks like we're getting a bit of a drowsiness down here. Everyone was facing this, the same revive potion issues. You thought it was just me. Nah, man. It was everybody. We were all scratching for those revives and potions and stuff during these, like, oh, they were very hungry dragons. Can't believe how much. Like, my potions didn't take it too badly. Like, I'm still up on my potions, but yeah, sitting on 32 revives and only 45 max revives, and I had like 150 of each of them before we started. You went fishing for the family out on the reef for Mother's Day. Pretty good weekend. Nice, man. Which reef? Like, whereabouts? Sounds awesome, dude. I didn't do anything. I just went out for dinner. We went out for like Mexican food for dinner on the Mother's Day. It was nice. Max revives were available at 180 coins for 3. You bought some, to be honest. Felt silly. Yeah, that's it. I don't feel like you should ever have to buy those sort of items. Like, it's so dumb. The game always knows when you need them. Like, I'm pretty sure it's in the coding somewhere that once you drop below a certain level, or you've been using a certain amount of items over a certain amount of time, the game knows that you're more than likely going to be looking for those items. So isn't it convenient then every time that you spin a gym or a stop or something like that, you don't get those items. You get the complete opposite. Happens like every time. You need potions, it'll give you berries. Like, berries are always like a constant. But yeah, if you need potions, it'll give you like Pokeballs and berries. If you need Pokeballs, it'll give you potions and berries. There's a few people here. I knew it was going to be a bit quieter tonight, given that, you know, there's no shiny available and all that sort of stuff. It's usually the way. Same during like the raid hour nights. When there's no shiny available, people just aren't really interested. And also, you know, Pokemon Go is not really doing that great these days, view-wise, because it's, you know, a fairly old game now. People's attention has wandered away to other things. Are we managing? We're doing it. It's all good. Oh my god, see, my bag's full. I did not prepare for this at all, as you can see. I've been sick, that's my excuse. We'll just get rid of all of these. We do not need them. We'll get rid of these two. Alright, that'll do for now. Oh my god, bug, don't fly at my nose. There's enough snot up there already. I don't need bugs up there too. You'll get stuck and it'll be unfortunate for both of us. The kids and I went out for pizza and said, oh nice. Like at a nice restaurant or just like Domino's. I mean, some people might consider Domino's a nice restaurant, but personally, like, no. Like, was it a nice fancy Italian restaurant or something like that you went out to? You live up on Queensland, so you might, oh my god, I'm having struggle. I'm sick still. Well, not sick, but recovering. So you may not know, it's the reef called Port Douglas Reef. Okay. I don't know it personally, sort of thing, but sounds nice, dude. I mean, you guys are lucky because it's still warm during, you know, this time of year for you guys. It's been unseasonably warm down here as well over the last sort of like during autumn. Like, we've had a lot of warm days, but you can still feel the cold sort of starting to creep in. The nights are getting colder, and yeah, it's because the days are getting shorter and we're getting less and less of the nice days as more of the cold weather sort of coming through. And it's like, I don't like this time of year. I just want it to be sunshine all the time. I need to move to Queensland. Move up to northern Queensland where it's like hot all the time. Like up in Cairns or something like that. A nice restaurant, home. Oh, nice. Nice. Sounds very nice. Oh, blue cow. No blue cow. So what did everybody else do for Mother's Day? Let's catch these cows. Oh, they're not cows, they're camels, I suppose. So, let's catch these camels. Alright, well, last attempt, or you're going home. Hey, Arceus, how you doing? Welcome in. Have you ever wondered what happens if you confront yourself in another timeline or another universe? Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, we'll start that one again. Not personally, like, I don't sit around and contemplate that stuff, but I have watched a lot of documentaries and stuff about, you know, parallel universes and all that sort of stuff, because it's science. and, you know, that sort of stuff has multiple outcomes, well, you know, theorized outcomes. Could completely obliterate all matter in the universe, and the universe would just be destroyed because if there's a paradox where things aren't supposed to be meeting, and, you know, all that sort of stuff. Or could just be like it is in the movies, and you're just like, hey, how you going? Everything's all good as long as we don't touch each other, or, you know, some crazy stuff like that. It depends on what you really want to believe, I suppose. Sort of like religion. I mean, sometimes even in science, you just gotta have a little bit of faith. Just be like, you know what? I believe in the flying spaghetti monster. I believe he's the creator of the universe. And that answers your question. If we confront ourselves in another universe or another timeline, basically the flying spaghetti monster just comes down and goes, you guys shouldn't have done that. Just gives you a fine, sends you on your way. Hey Lachlan, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Oranges named oranges because they're oranges, or is orange named orange because oranges are... It's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Like, I believe the color orange would have existed first because, you know, well, oranges probably existed first, but oranges in the language that we use, as in, you know, that's an orange or something like that, probably came from orange, you know, just because there was a color that was called orange, and they're like, hey, they're based, that's, you know, that's the same color as this color, and then, you know, that's how I'm assuming. I don't know, Google it. That'd actually be an interesting thing. Enlighten us, let us know, because there is probably an answer to that question. Some crazy person has probably done the research behind that and figured out which actually came first in that instance. But I would assume that the word orange would have come first, and then the fruit would have adopted the word. I mean, not the word orange, the color orange. You know what I'm saying, I think. I hope. But it's one of those questions. That's actually like, you know, a philosophical question in a way. It's just like, ponder over this one, children. Paradoxes are scary. Yeah. I mean, it depends on, you know, because like all of that sort of science is all theoretical. We have no way of knowing what is actually going to happen if you did meet yourself from another timeline or another universe or something like that. Everything that we have put on the table, like even the best scientists in the world, it's all theory of what they actually understand about the universe, how physics and all that sort of stuff interacts in our universe, because they've even theorized that, you know, in other universes, physics could be completely different. It's just that this is how physics works in our universe, sort of thing. And there may not even be other universes, but, you know, there possibly is. And, you know, that's what I mean. It's all theoretical sort of thing. So you don't actually know. I mean, it's just at the end of the day, it's all just guessing. Bidoof is our god. No, how dare you? How dare you? Mandarin. No, that's not a country. I mean, not a country. It's not a color. It's a language. But yeah. Eggplant. Which came first, the eggplant or the egg? You just got a Hundo Numel table? Nice, congratulations. What is the CP, so we know what to look for in case we possibly come across one? Apparently the citrus came first. Well, there you go, Lachlan. Thank you for enlightening us with your questions, with your Google knowledge. Oh Lord Wikipedia, thank you for blessing us with this knowledge of random information on the internet. If it wasn't for thou, we would be completely oblivious to complete useless information that nobody really ever needs. But, you know, when you get drunk sometimes, you ask stupid questions. And you just need an answer for them, especially when you are drunk. I mean, Otherwise, it's just going to itch at you for the rest of the night. It's just like, do donuts actually come with the holes pre-stamped? Or is there someone in the factory that actually cuts them out? Questions we'll never know, guys. They're life questions. The youngest picture of you is also the oldest picture of you. Yes. Yes. It took me a second, then I'm like, oh yes, you're right. If one teacher can't teach all subjects, why is one child expected to study all subjects? Because that's how our school system is set up. School's set up to make you a slave, guys. Like, it's good to get education. Like, I'm not saying education is bad, but the modern school system that we have was invented to turn people into factory workers. And we don't live in a world where, you know, factory workers are, you know, the only jobs that people can have. So schools haven't progressed past that stage of sort of teaching people how to not just be mindless drones and be individuals and all that sort of stuff. But we're slowly getting there. So yeah. Don't learn. I was gonna say, don't learn everything they teach you in school, kids, because no, but you know, don't listen to everything that they teach you in school, just because it's not all right. But yes, there is information that you definitely need to know, guys. Like, basic knowledge and knowledge in general is great. Always seek to better yourself. Always seek to enlighten yourself about things. But not everybody needs to learn like algebra and, you know, like equations and all of that extreme sort of math stuff, unless you're like really into maths and you want to get into, you know, certain sciences and stuff like that. Then go for it. But just to teach that stuff to basic people is stupid. There is other skills that would be better taught to those people rather than teaching them stuff that they're never going to use in their life. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Hey on, Diana. Welcome in. How you doing today? Just popping in to say hello. Well, I appreciate that. Welcome in. The Hundo you got was 665. Okay, thank you. Well, we'll be on the lookout. If we come across a 6651, we'll definitely give him a catch. Why does deliveries on a ship call it cargo, but in a car it's called shipment? I don't know. You're going to have to ask the person that invented the English language. This is why English is the hardest language to learn, guys. Because we have so many words that for the same thing, basically. Like, as you just mentioned, it's all the same thing. It's like, it's a parcel, it's a shipment, it's cargo, it's, you know, it's mail, it's this or that. But it's all referring to the exact same thing, just done in a different way, basically. Yeah, then we have all of our punctuations and all of that sort of stuff. So it's understandable why people really struggle to learn English, because... And then we have the same words that mean completely different things, like which and which. Math sucks, yes. Yeah, I was never a big fan of the old math. It's not your birthday yet. Oh, when is your birthday, Diana? Oh, I almost walked into a tree. Tam, what the heck have I been thinking? The same thing I'm asking Duncan to... Exactly! It's just like, do the holes in donuts come pre-stamped? Or, you know, if there's just somebody that they've got trapped out there, you know, somebody's just out the back of every donut store, just handcuffed to a radiator, just with a hole punch, just punching holes in the... Punch more holes! We need more donuts! And until they've got the holes in them, are they just dough? Or are they nuts? It's like, at what stage do they actually get the title of donut? Questions that need to be answered. This is the sort of stuff that they need to put on Unsolved Mysteries. Wait, is it your daughter's birthday, Diana? Oh, if so, nice. Happy birthday, Annabelle. If it is your birthday. If not, happy early birthday. Oh my god, what is Jimmy on tonight needs? Miss Murdered. No. I'm not on anything. Like, honestly, I haven't even had any, like, flu medication or anything like that for, you know, being sick. I'm fine, guys. Never, exactly, Lachlan. I mean, fair enough, if you're going to be like a rocket scientist or something like that, and you need advanced maths to learn how to, you know, put people into space without exploding them and stuff like that, then yeah, sure enough. If you've got an extreme interest in math, then go for it. Like, I'm not saying that it's stupid if you like it. I'm just saying teaching advanced maths to like every single student is silly, just because 99% of them are never going to use it in their lives, and that time is probably better teaching them something that they're actually going to use, or something that they're actually going to be interested in, because that's when you're engaged. When you want to learn stuff, like everything that I've learned in my life, like not everything, but the vast majority of knowledge that I've learned myself, basically, because I've taught myself stuff, because when I'm interested in something, I'm engaged in it, and that's just how people learn, sort of thing. That's how a child learns, sort of thing. That's why they're happy to learn things, because they're engaged when they're learning. You know, it's a game to them, all that sort of stuff. That's sort of what you got to do in like real life. Just like when you want to teach something to somebody, you need to have them being engaged with it. It has to be something that they actually want to learn. About me, who said my name now? They're just mentioning, you know, eggplants and stuff. Just the norm. Yeah, Seth, we can battle. Okay, because there's no shiny to get tonight, guys. I am happy to battle with you guys. So if you do have me on your friends list, Seth, or do you need my code, QR code, dude? Unsolved Mysteries is goated. Tell me about it. I grew up watching Unsolved Mysteries. That stuff was awesome. Like Unsolved Mysteries and the X-Files, and that was like full 90s television. Like, that was the best. I miss that stuff. That was awesome. They've actually started redoing Unsolved Mysteries. It's on Netflix. Like, they've got a couple of series on. It's not as good though. Like, the dude that used to host it, like, he's dead now, so he's not hosting it anymore. So it's just not the same. But yeah, Unsolved Mysteries was the bomb, man. At least when you get angry, you can be like destroying the center of taste. Make more donuts. What happened to the car if you press brake and accelerate at the same time? Do you take a screenshot? Does it take a screenshot? Yeah, possibly. In some of these new Teslas, who knows? No, in all honesty, all you're going to do is just over-rev the car as you're just jamming the brakes on. Like, they're two separate systems, so they work independently of each other. So that's basically how people do burnouts and stuff like that. Like, they've got their foot on the brake at the same time as their... Well, to an extent, sort of thing. It's like you've got to over-rev, and it's sort of a balance between brake and over-revving, and more hand brake than actual brake. But, you know, sames. Are you going to have a shot of vodka? Nice. Can I have one too? I feel like I could go with one right now. It might clear the sinuses out a little bit. That one is brilliant. But that one has an answer. I can answer that one. You're going to eat a finger. Fair enough. Just make sure you know where it's been before you go putting it in your mouth. You know, fingers can get in some pretty unusual places, so just yeah, make sure it's clean. Fingers are tasty. Fish fingers. Lachlan, do you like fish sticks? Are you a fan of fish sticks? Do you eat fish sticks? Niantic took they took another account. You'll be there with another. Oh my god, seriously? What happened? Like, how did you manage that, Miss Matter? How did you manage to lose another account? Hey, Evolution, how you doing, man? Oh, that's all good, dude. All good. Welcome in. How did you go during your local tournament? Did you win? Yeah, hopefully you didn't put like a lot of money into that account, because that sucks. They'll never stop me. For every account they take away, I just create another 10. Last time you ate fish, you puked 12 times. You sure it was the fish and not something in the fish? Because fish is actually good, like, if it's cooked properly. But yeah, fish can also be like bad for you if you don't cook it properly. Going for a Pokemon Go Australia tournament. I don't think we're having one here in Australia. Like, I think if we have one in this part of the world, it'll be like an Asia Pacific region thing. I don't think it'll be in Australia. I don't know. I haven't even looked into it. And if so, then no, I don't do enough PvP to try and enter like a PvP tournament. I used to do like the Sylph League tournaments back when they were running them in my local group, sort of thing. But they sort of, as COVID started to kick in, we sort of stopped. We did a few remote tournaments, but then sort of stopped doing the tournaments after a while. But yeah, I used to enjoy doing the Sylph League stuff just because it had rules and certain Pokemon that you could use. Like, things were blacklisted. Like, they do that in, Great League and stuff like that these days, but it's not sort of the same thing. Like, at every month you'd have a different cup sort of thing. Like, they're doing sort of the same thing in Pokemon Go, but it just wasn't the same. I enjoyed the Sylph League. I actually made it to the regionals in that when they were hosting it, like 2 years in a row. I couldn't go to the second year, but yeah, I made it 2 years in a row. Don't know, maybe you didn't hide something. Okay, damn. Hold up, pause. You don't know where our fingers have been end up in weird places. Exactly, man. You never know. Fingers get into weird places. They're like slendery and pointy and things, so, people put them in weird places. Like, how many times have you seen like a 6-year-old sitting there with his finger like all the way up his nose, like he's scratching the bottom of his brain? That's a weird place, no? Are you good? How am I enjoying the Spotlight Hour? I'd be enjoying the Spotlight Hour more if it was actually a shiny was available. I can only enjoy clicking on non-shiny things so much. It's like... Because, the reward tonight's not even good. It's just double transfer candy. So, you can catch a bunch of Numels and transfer them for double candy. But it's like, why do I need double Numel candy? I don't even need a normal amount of Numel candy. Time before that was 8 times. Okay, well, maybe you just don't like fish. You haven't bothered getting your back at the moment. You don't want to have found your phone again. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. You forgot your name comes up after you go into it. Okay. A 5k, yeah, I know. That's why I didn't chuck an egg on then. I was like, I could chuck a 10 or a 12k on, but I'll wait until I spin a stop and fill that slot. Maybe I'll pick up a 2, because I'd rather chuck a 2 on because they're easy to hatch. What team would I use? I don't know. It depends on, like, if you're asking about like the Sylph League tournaments and stuff like that. It would depend on what the theming of the tournament is. I mean, basically, this is why I have so many Pokemon that are actually set up for PvP, because of the Sylph League tournaments that we used to do. So all of these Pokemon from like, yeah, so all the ones that have got like abbreviated names, like that, I use that in the Kingdom Cup. The 2 stars means it's a double charge move. So I would basically just code name all my Pokemon so I knew what they would do. So yeah, that one's a shorthand one. Where's one of my other ones? Oh yeah, so this one, I use this, I think it was the Ferocious Cup. This one's just single charge move because it doesn't have the star. Basically, I'd use that on water and, what was D again? I think it was dark, because it was just, yeah, I think it was using it as just a tank against dark type Pokemon, because it was taking neutral damage. Yeah, this one was used in the Nightmare Cup, double charge move. It was used against, what was it? Yeah, I can't remember some of the shorthands because I haven't used them for ages. I think this was ground, bug, and fire. Yeah, because it was flying. And water, so double charge move. I used that in the Rainbow Cup, I want to say. Can't remember. But yeah, basically all these Pokemon that are... So I set up a lot of different Pokemon for PvP just because of the because it was so varied, and every month you'd go through and you'd see which counters were performing best during the tournament. So you'd be like, okay, these ones are worth powering up. These ones are... So I'd spend, you know, a good 6-7 hours just going through and picking my teams and being like, okay, which ones are performing the best? What gives me the best like coverage when they've got moves like double charge moves, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, ended up with like actual heaps of stuff set up, and unusual Pokemon, even like, you know, Chimecho. He's like, what's this thing called? This is actually surprisingly bulkier. Again, I used this in the Nightmare Cup. This was used against like Fairy and other stuff. I think it was like a psychic matchup as well. Ever realize that humans cut down birdhouses to make birdhouses? Yeah. Yep, the irony of people as well. We also catch fish out of the sea to put them in fish tanks. Or, you know, take dolphins and whales out of the ocean to put them into giant fish tanks and then look at them. Got a gift from Wet Williams. Okay. Yes, you're not going out today. We'll catch Meltan at 6 p.m. Catching and removing. Oh, I thought, yeah, the double candy. I mean, that's a good thing that I forgot to actually mention that, guys. If you do have access to a Meltan box, today is a great day to use it. Use it beforehand. Catch as many Meltan as you can from the box, and then transfer them all during the Spotlight Hour, and you'll get double candy for them. I honestly didn't even think of doing that myself. That's why I need you guys to remind me of that sort of stuff. Too bad it's a bit late, but you know, for next time at least. If two mind readers are reading each other's minds, whose mind are they reading? Well, they're still reading each other's minds. They're just basically not talking to each other. So it's like every married couple ever. It's like, they don't have to talk to each other to know exactly what each other's thinking. They just have to look at each other and they're just like, yep. You'd enjoy it more if they stopped banning you. Yeah, I can imagine. Just a pain in the ass having to go through all the like leveling up and stuff again. Hang on, guys, I need some water. Ugh, my sinuses are so dry. Ugh, that's better. Vishal, welcome in. Thank you. Thank you for the subscribe, man. And welcome to the channel. How are you doing today, dude? Thank you, thank you. I do appreciate it. And if anybody else is also enjoying the stream, please consider dropping a subscribe as well. Hit that notification button so you know when I go live. I do this every week. We do raid hours. Gonna start doing some more videos and stuff like that again. All of that good stuff. Hey, Kitty Bear, how you doing? It's been a while. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. If tomb is pronounced tomb and womb is pronounced womb, then the boom is pronounced boo. Yeah, I know. Like I said, the English language is a weird language. You would say so going by that, but it's just not. It's a weird language. Ice cubes float in the pool. Yes, they do. That's such a morbid way of thinking about it, but I suppose they do. Like, where are you coming up with all this stuff, man? Are you just sitting on YouTube, not YouTube, on like Google, just unusual things to say in a stream? Building it for Mega Numel. Honestly, I don't really think Mega Numel's going to have any impact in the game whatsoever. It's a fire type, so fire types just don't do anything in Pokemon Go. So it'll be one of those average sort of megas that they introduce. No, Isaac. Unfortunately, we don't get Shiny Numel until GoFest. So it's one of the new shinies that they're introducing, and that's in like 3 weeks' time. So they decided to give us this early because there's no shiny available. So unfortunately, guys, yeah, there's no shiny, which is very, very unfortunate. You don't plan on stopping. Well, that's good to know. If you weigh 99 pounds and eat a pound of nachos, have you 1% nacho? No. No, that's not exactly how that works. I mean, by weight, yes, but by actual physical matter that makes up your body, no, you're still 80% water. Well, actually, did you know that I can't remember the exact number, but every physical object is actually made up of more empty space than it is physical matter. You can't see that empty space, but that empty space is there. The empty space that's in between the molecules that holds everything together, like all the atoms rather, that holds everything together. Like there's more empty space in an atom than there is actual physical matter. So all those atoms that go to hold together every single like bit of matter in every tree or bit of ground, there's actually more air there than there is physical matter. There's a brain scrambler for you. If two vegans are arguing, is it considered beef? No. They probably have a special, like, I'm not up to what, yeah, I don't know my vegan lingo or slang, but they probably have a special word for it. It's probably eggplanting or something like that. You're enjoying the stream, B. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. I mean, I have to try and make these as entertaining as possible when there's no shiny available. So, you know, we talk about random stuff here. We like to go down random paths. I mean, basically, I am that rabbit hole on YouTube that you just go down at 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes. That's what this stream can turn into. It's just random information streams. Mega Numel. Not Mega Numel, but, you know, Mega Camerupt. If you were born deaf, what language would you think in? Well, most people aren't 100% deaf when they are deaf, so they can still hear stuff. But I don't know. I'm not the person to ask that question. Like, I'm sure you could probably ask somebody that has been deaf their entire life. that could tell you how they actually, you know, what their subconscious is, like that intuition, you know, that voice in their head, how they hear it. But yeah, I'm not the person to. You're scared to buy a ticket? Yeah, I'd just say not use the account on the ticket, or the buy a ticket on the account that you're gonna use to fly around with. That's all good, Kitty Bear. It's all good. I understand that, you know, people have their lives that they've got to attend to and all that sort of stuff, and also with the time changes from daylight savings and all that sort of stuff, it has made it a bit difficult for some of the regulars to come in because of the time changes. But still nice to see you. Welcome in. How have you been? How was your Mother's Day? Exactly, Lachlan. Yeah, a lot of our bones fuse together as we're aging, sort of thing. Like, especially in our wrists, like we have lots of bones in our wrists that form into like smaller amounts of bones. Like when you're a child, you have like, I can't remember, it's like 10 or 15 bones in your wrist, but by the time you're an adult, there's only like 4 or 5. Because atoms don't touch. Yeah, atoms, they link together to form matter, sort of thing, but it's the space in between, because atoms are made up of neutrons and electrons that rotate around a nucleus, like a nucleus sort of thing, and that's what makes up every atom. So there's space that's in between the neutrons and that are flying around the atom. That's empty space. So basically there's more empty space within matter than there is actual matter. But because matter links together and forms a solid object, yeah. And also, like, here's another brain buster for you guys. When you feel something, like when you actually touch your skin sort of thing, that isn't you actually feeling your skin. Like, so like you feel it as skin, and like that's, you have a sense of touch, which, you know, you can touch different things and you can feel different things, but it's the actual electric energy that is within the atoms that make up the matter that is actually touching each other, and that is what's forming the resistance, because matter resists each other. Like, there's an electrical charge and magnetism and all that sort of stuff, and electrons, they force each other apart, sort of thing. So that's what's actually resisting when you touch something. It's the electrical resistance between matter that's actually forming that. It's not because there's solid matter in front of you. If there was no electrical, like, sort of resistance sort of thing, basically you could phase, you'd be able to push your hands and that through basically anything, through your own head, through anything. It's just, yeah, that electrical, that's science, guys. We've turned this into a Bill Nye the Science Guy stream, okay? Yes, and finger holes, apparently. Finger holes and science. If Apple made a car, would they have windows? Yes, they would. But they would call them Apple portals or something, I don't know. They're glass type. All Mons are bodybuilders. But does it really matter? Yes, it does. Science is interesting, guys, okay? Stuff that maths, it's all about the science. Nerves. Yeah, the nerves too, man, the nerves too. I know, talking to science, I mean, it's all real, man. Like, this is actual science. Like, this is what we know about the universe. This is how we interact with the real world. It's just, I like knowing that stuff. I have a real interest in, it's called biomechanics and stuff like that, and it's basically how the world and everything works, how everything ticks, you know, why things do the thing, like why they do what they do, you know, why we rotate around the sun, why, you know, the planets all sort of stay in orbit and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, it's all because of gravity and understanding all of that sort of stuff. And then, you know, why we are where we are in the universe, and, you why we stay put in the solar system, and like that's going out on the grand scheme of things, if the big questions. But then also like the little questions, it's just like, why does a heart pump blood around why do the electrical impulses from a brain sent to a heart pump the blood that actually got, just the intricacies of biomechanics and there's another word for it. It's like a bio, it's not autonomy. It's, but basically it's just how it's the scientific word for like how things move, like biomotion or something like that. But there's a lot of science that actually goes behind how a thing moves around the world. Why things look the way that they are, why four-legged animals have four legs, and why they're proportioned in the way, why things that fly have wings and they're proportioned the way that they are, and all of that sort of stuff, man. And ladies and ladies, so interesting. Find that stuff interesting. This thumbnail should have been a science lesson. Well, like I said, I've got to try and entertain you guys somehow. I mean, I'm standing here throwing stuff at Numels. It's like, that's only so interesting. Bill Nye and the Fish Fears. Exactly. Matter matters. Exactly. Shiak. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah. How you doing? Welcome in. Where can you find flying type Pokemon? There should be plenty of flying types spawning. Golbat is a good one that spawns quite regularly at night time and stuff like that. The Spearow, Pidgey, there's a million types of flying types that you should be able to find at any point. They're more of the common ones at the moment where I've got Spotlight Hour, but as soon as this finishes, I'm sure there will be some flying types that will pop up. So yeah, just keep an eye out. I'm sure you'll find them. The voice in your head never needs to take a breath. No. The voice in your head doesn't really formulate words though and talk to you. It's more their thoughts. So it's not so much language, it's more so they're just unconscious thoughts that are popping through your head that don't really need. I mean, it's the same thing as like, how does a dog think? Like, how does it, like dogs and cats and like any other animal in the world, they don't have any sort of spoken language, but they still manage to think. So having language isn't part of the thinking process. It's only an extension of the human's thinking process, because that is, we use language to communicate with each other. So we just think that we're using language to communicate with ourselves inside our head, because that's how we understand communication and language and all that sort of stuff. But it's not, like I said, it's not language. It's just thoughts. It's our brain doing what it does. I don't know how to word it. You can find them by flying. Yeah, that is possibly in the sky. Yes, that is another place that you could find them. And why are there rings around Uranus? I don't know what to tell you about that one, guys. No, the rings around Uranus are just from, they speculate that it's from a moon that collided into thing and actually knocked it off its axis, because is it Neptune or Uranus? I'm pretty sure it's Uranus, but it actually rotates on like a 90-degree angle, just because it was hit by a moon or an asteroid or comet or something like that, and knocked it off its axis. So it's sort of like Earth, where but it's like full 90 degrees. It rotates on its side, and that's where its rings came from. It would have been the leftovers of that collision. Science, guys. That's science. Like, I actually know like quite a bit about space and stuff like that, because, well, not about, when I say that, I'm like, I know a lot about, no, I'm interested in space, so I tend to absorb that information. So I have a lot of useless information about space. So you can say something and be like, I know that. I have useless information about that. Let me tell you guys. You can always see, exactly, like if you, like right now, looking down at you guys, I can see my nose in between. Like if I pay attention, like I can see like my nose. Yeah, it's because it's in our peripheral vision. So it's sort of like, it's not in our actual vision, so we don't see it. Nothing is on fire, fire is on things. Yeah. Now we're getting philosophical. The wind does not blow through the trees tickle the air. I don't know. That was just to be, Got some Shaolin sayings coming at you guys. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around, does anybody hear it? Well, obviously, because nobody's around. Does it make a sound? What are you doing? What time? I would have done battles this whole stream, guys. Like, we haven't been hunting a shiny, and I said that earlier. I was happy to battle you guys earlier. I mean, if you want to battle now, I'm happy to battle, Jordan. If you're on my friends list, just send me a battle request. If you need my QR code, just tell me and I'll chuck it up on the screen for you. All mirrors are used. It's impossible to stand on stairs backwards. Yeah, that one for a second, I'm like, hang on. No, you're right, because I mean, you go up and down them, and this is true. Tis is a true one. 420 Numel. I suppose he can light up. He's already lit. Yeah, so just let me know, guys, if you want to do a battle, and I'll... Just got assaulted by a tree. Branch fell out and landed on my head. It was only a tiny branch, but it was enough to make me react, so I'm going to sue that tree. I'm going to sue it for all its acorns. Maybe a couple of bird eggs. Not going to lie, you'll lose. That's alright, dude. That's all good. It's all for, like, good fun sort of thing. I mean, if you want to make it an interesting battle, or like a fun battle, we can just, battle small Pokemon. Just let me know, Pokemon under 500 CP or something like that. I'm open to stuff. Ooh, Larvitar. Like stuff like that. Oh, I should have given it a pineapple berry before I did that, but that's okay. If I'm lucky, it'll break out. Damn. Man sues a tree for thighs. If this was America, I wouldn't be surprised. Well, if you told me that actually happened in America, I'd be like, yeah, I believe it. It's America. Yeah, so just let me know, Jordan, if you need to. If you need me to put my QR code up on screen. Oh, there we go. Let's do this. All right, what are we going to go with? Did you want to go for a themed battle or something like that? Or are you happy just doing North Great League? Let me know. It's up to you. Oh, I'm almost walking into bushes, so I don't have enough brain power right now to make up rules. So I'll leave that up to you. I'm just going to concentrate on making sure that I don't end up in either a bush or the river. Well, if you just want to do a normal battle, I'm happy to do that, dude. If not, just let me know if you want to do any Taboo, I don't have coordinates, dude, because I am legitimately walking out in the real world in the cold, dark real world, being chased by wolves. It's all for your entertainment, guys. All this time that I've been talking about space and science, I've also been watching out that I'm not going to get eaten by a wolf. Regular sounds good. What do we go with? Let's go with that, and yeah, we'll go with that. All right, let's see how we go. Yes, Taboo. I am from Australia. Taboo. Yes, Taboo. I am in Melbourne, Australia. So yeah, sorry, I don't have coordinates, guys, because I'm out playing legitimately. Walking around doing my thing. Hang on, there we go. Hello, guy. It's the only time I ever get to be in the game. Ray's coming back up. Good. Finally, an actual raid boss that we want. I had a feeling that we're going to do it, because that'll be mega. That'll be our next mega. It'll be during GoFest, I'd say. Like, they'll release it for us then. Well, it'll probably come on the second day of GoFest. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, Mega Rayquaza. Ooh, maybe I should have shielded that. That's okay. I had a feeling that would be the second one after Latios. And Latias, because everybody loves Mega Rayquaza. You'll do spicy picks. Yeah, I just went some random picks as well, so far not off to a great start, but I never used Nidoqueen, so I was like, you know what, we'll try. Honestly, with that ice type move that you're throwing at me right there, I don't really think I have a lot that I can do here. Just gotta hope that I can get you out before you do too much damage to everything else that's rolling in my team. Yeah, okay, just because. Damn it, Shadow Ball. I should have known. It's alright. It's alright. It's gone now. Don't need to worry about it anymore. Scissors only came together for one reason: to divide. And also to make paper easier to get into two pieces. That is, I had priority then. I was tapping on that for like a good second and a half before you got your... That is so dodgy. So dodgy, game. And here you are telling me that you're going to lose because of your Wi-Fi. You lied to me, man. You lied to me. Come on. Oh, damn it. Of course, I don't get the... See, look, yeah. I guarantee I'll be dead by the time it... Yeah. Okay, that was actually surprising. I was not expecting that to happen. Come on. Oh, yes. Yes, you're going to shield it, but that's okay. Hopefully I at least get a shield. Damn it, I was hoping that I was going to get a debuff then. Yep. I'm totally going to use Frenzy Plant right now, so you don't really need to bother about shielding it, okay? I told you I was going to use Frenzy Plant. I wouldn't lie, man. I totally wouldn't lie. GG's. Actually, when like the double ice types is what got me then. It's like I didn't really have a team that was set up for ice at all. Like bug and grass and stuff. It was just like, ugh. This isn't going to end well. That's all good, dude. No, I can usually tell when people look at my team because they're like direct counters to what I've got. And it's like, gee, That's amazing. How did you guess that I was going to use those exact 3 Pokemon? No, but that was a fair matchup. Like, yeah, they weren't sort of like direct counters, so I didn't think you were. But I'm happy for any other battles, guys. If you guys want to send through some battle requests, I'm happy to go. Dora the Explorer and Internet the Explorer take the same amount of time to process simple information. Yeah, it's probably because they were made by, like, they were both made by Microsoft. Dora the Explorer was really like, you remember that paperclip that used to be on Word? Yeah, they needed something like the personality that once went into that. They needed to put that somewhere, so they invented Dora the Explorer, and they were like, there you go. They just programmed it to speak in Spanish. Iced coffee is literally cool beans. This is true. I didn't realize you were weak to ice. I was just like, because I've only got like 1 or 2 actual PvP teams that I have that work like in synergy with each other. So a lot of the time I just go with like random picks. And yeah, I just, unfortunately then I just chose a team that all sort of fell victim to ice types. So it wasn't your fault, dude. It was completely my fault. But yeah, like I said, if anybody else wants to send through a I'm gonna go home and have some dinner after this. Got hamburgers for dinner tonight. Catch chin balls? Why would I want to catch chin balls? That's very inappropriate, Heatmore. What is that Heatmore? Either that Heatmore's got a big willy, big worm, or that worm is I think maybe we should leave those 2 alone for a while, and maybe we're just gonna pat this friendly little sheep right here. Children, don't look. Don't look at the Heatmore. You have to pretend. Yeah, I've heard this before. It's just like sleeping, it's the only thing that we pretend to do until we actually do it, sort of thing. It's like we lay down in bed and just lay there pretending to be asleep until you actually... It's like a comedian. It was like in a comedian's routine, sort of thing. It was funny. Hey, there's some chin balls. Just for you, Lachlan, we'll catch some chin balls. I'm going to click on that Wurmple in a second, and I would laugh if it was actually a shiny Wurmple, because it would then be an eggplant, and given that it looks just a little bit inappropriate what he is actually doing right there. I mean, there are children present. I was really hoping that was going to be a shiny. I would have named him Eggplant. But I'm going to ruin Heatmore's afternoon or evening right now. I'm going to leave with Wurmple right now. Send him off to the professor. Maybe he can teach him some manners. No, you suck. This one was just standing in the background waiting his turn. It's like, damn. They all wanted to pat Wurmple. For you used a Drifloon in battle. The game gifted you a decent wild Drifloon 15, 15, 11. Actually, ooh, that actually might be good for PvP. We'll definitely hold on to that one. I think Wormpool is one of the ones that not Worm. Why did I say too much Wormpool talk, guys? Drifloom. I'm pretty sure Drifloom is one that I don't actually have set up for PvP. No, I do. This one is 100% for PvP though. So this is one that I definitely do need to evolve. Yeah. So yeah, that'll be 100% ranking for PvP. So definitely need to evolve that, get that ready. I actually need to just start spending some of the Stardust that I've got on just getting some more Pokemon together and powering up some of the stuff that I've got. You know, I've got a whole bunch of Pokemon that I've sort of saved that are good for PvP, but I haven't really done anything with them. So I need to start, you know, spending a bit of Stardust, powering them up and such. If it rains on Saturday, does that mean it's now rain day? Sorry, on Sunday. No, yeah, I don't know. Again, these are questions you're asking the wrong person. I didn't invent the human language. Or the English language. Your alarm sound is technically your theme song. Oh, during Mudkip Com Day, you gotta... Oh, sorry. Oh, I said sorry because I almost stepped in a puddle. Who am I saying sorry? Oh my god, my brain is fried. This is what happens when you're getting over being sick, guys. My brain has just been all over the place tonight. Sorry, you got a 0, 15, 15 and a 98%. Nice. Did you hold on to it to evolve? Oh, sorry. No, wait. You didn't need to hold on to it because it was Com Day. Did you evolve them during Com Day to get special moves? Great. I waited all that time to see what sort of egg I would pick up, hoping that I'd get a 2K, and it gives me a 10. So I guess we'll chuck on a 5. If you have a Mayday during May, is it Hey Mayday or Mayday Mayday? I don't know. Again, you're just confusing me now, guys. My name's not Wikipedia. These are questions that you should ask Wikipedia or Google. But I admire your spirit. Alright. Spin your stop. So, hey Nathan, how you doing? Welcome in. You didn't have to retract your message. But how you doing? Welcome in. We are getting ready to wrap up the stream in just a minute, but welcome in. You're back. Well, welcome back. Thank you for dropping in. How are you doing today? Let me just catch little Chespin. Oh, did I show you guys that I got another Hundo Chespin? I don't think I showed you guys because I got it I think it was the night that I got sick. Yeah, I can't remember what night. It was last week. But yeah, I think it was the night that I was sort of getting sick that I got it. So I don't think I posted it up or showed you guys. Yeah, so that's actually my second Hundo Chespin now. So that is good. I've got 2 of these guys that I will save until Chespin Com Day. I'll evolve them both. Get ourselves a couple of Hundos. When is the next raid battles? Tomorrow, yeah. So tomorrow, depending on where you are. Hey, Rafi, thank you. Thank you for the donation and the camel. Unfortunately, there was no shiny camel tonight. But thank you. Thank you for that. Wait, that's £5, yeah? If I remember correctly. Or €5. I'm not sure. That's £5, yeah. Whichever it is, thank you. Thank you for the donation, dude. Much love. Do we? think I need to make a yeah, we'll just chuck in that one. There we go. I need a reaction emoji to that sort of stuff, just like an A emoji or something like that. But cheers, man. Yeah, if anybody else wants to do a battle now is the time to do it. If not, yeah, tomorrow night is Tapu Fini raids. So unfortunately, it is not shiny. We've got it for 2 weeks, so it's probably not really going to be like tomorrow might be busy because we've only just got it, but then next week is going to be dead. So yeah, you got 2 weeks. Well, actually, technically, you guys have got 4 weeks to get Tapu Fini because we've got it for 2 weeks by itself, and then for 2 weeks we've got all the Tapus. So unfortunately, for the rest of this month for raid hours, they're very average raid hours. It's just Tapu Fini, and then all the Tapus for 2 weeks. So probably not really going to be that busy. So yeah, guys, come in, and if you guys are interested in doing those raids, then by all means. Ah, yes, Nathan. Yeah, Tapu Fini. If life is unfair to everyone, does it make it fair? No, life is just cruel. That's what it is. It's not unfair because life doesn't have an idea of what fair and unfair is. It's just doing what life does, and then yeah, it's just cruel. Life is cruel. Yeah, so nobody else wants to battle. If that is the case, we will wrap it up. 16. Oh, thanks. You'll have to tell me again tomorrow, dude. Like, telling me now is no point, just because I'm not rating now. Tell me tomorrow, and I'll write it down in my book on my rating. The fist fight, yeah. Anybody want to fight? No. All right. Sweet as guys. I am going to go home and blow my nose because I've still got that ick in the back of my sinuses that I've had for like, and I really need to like blow my nose or like hock something horrible up right now, and I don't want to do that on stream in front of you guys. So I'm gonna end the stream and do that, and hopefully finally clear my sinuses, and that'll be awesome because that is like the greatest feeling on earth when you've been sick and you can finally like, well, not the greatest, one of the greatest, but yeah, anyway. I won't tell you guys the grisly, gruesome, horrible, icky details of me clearing my sinuses. I'll wrap this one up. And yeah, like I said, we'll be back tomorrow to host some Tapu Fini raids. The weekend, there's something on this weekend. Oh yeah, the water event's coming up as well. I think we've got something for that over the weekend, don't we? I can't remember. I haven't read through the information for it properly. But I'll do that tonight, and I'll let you guys know what's happening later in the week. But yeah, for tomorrow we have raid hour, so we'll be back at the same time, 6 p.m. onwards. If you guys are keen, and jump in. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. All of that good stuff. It really helps out with the algorithm. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy your Numel Spotlight Hour as much as you can. I mean, good luck. Hopefully you guys get a shiny of something else, or a Hundo or something like that. Fingers crossed. And yeah, just stay safe. All of that good stuff. And I'll go home and eat food and recover and edit and arm fight. That doesn't mean that I can't fight. Oh, your fist fight. Okay. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? Thank you, Lachlan. I will. No worries, kitty bird. Thank you for joining in. Like, good to see you again. It's been a while. So yeah, thanks guys. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be feeling a little bit better. I won't be as frazzled. But until then, have a good one. Peace out. Good one. Good one. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, so I'm just gonna chuck these. I forgot to chuck these into the chat. There we go. All right, guys. Peace out. Have a good one. Bye.